welcome back to my channel. It's Noelia Isabel. If you didn't know, now you know. So in today's video, I am super excited for this video. In today's video, we're going to be trying for the first time the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. I am super excited for this video because this has gone a little viral on TikTok recently. I am aware that this concealer did come out, I think 2 years ago, 4 years ago, correct me if I'm wrong, but it came out years ago and recently it went viral. And if you know who Amaya Cologne is, Miss No Foundation, makeup girly, I think that she really made this go viral. So I had to get it and I had to try it because I heard a lot of good things about this. I did hear though that it is a little drying, but we're gonna see what we're working with because many people love it and many people don't like it too much. So I am really excited for today's video. I just bought, still in the box. So basically how today's video is gonna go, I'm going to do my makeup as I would regularly do it. We are going to try this together. I'm gonna be telling you guys how it feels on my skin as I first put it on, all that, okay? I am gonna do a wear test, so I will be back by the end of the day to let you guys know how this wore out throughout the day. I'm so excited. It says on here, airbrush concealer. I grabbed the shade Sienna. So I'm gonna quickly do my makeup. You guys are gonna see me do my makeup. I'm gonna fast forward it. I'm gonna get into this concealer, this viral TikTok concealer that people have been raving about. Not to mention, I did recently dye my hair. So if you see like my scalp looks weird, it's because it's hair dye. And girl, I did 3 washes. Don't mind that. Okay, you guys, this is as far as I'm gonna get on my face. I do have everything that I would usually do. I would have usually put concealer on already and went over it again with another layer, but we're finally gonna try the concealer and I'm really excited. I heard that this concealer is really thick, so it's like thick and moussey and creamy. That's what I heard. And regular, says Hourglass on there. I do like their materials. I mean, their packaging, it's really like, it just feels really nice and like heavy. I love stuff that feels heavy. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I got the shade Sienna. I was going for a more warm shade because I really like a warm shade under my eye. So I don't prefer the cool tones. I love me a warm shade. This is what she is looking like. I didn't really get her for brightening. I got her to kind of match my skin tone. I don't like too much of a bright under eye. So I'm gonna do one eye. We're gonna start off little. We're gonna start off with a little bit and we're gonna progress if we need it, because I did hear that she's full coverage. So we're gonna start just like this. We're just gonna do a couple lines like that. Okay, couple lines like that, and I'm gonna go in first. I'm gonna first blend with a concealer brush, and then I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender on this side just to see, you know, the difference of how it blends in. So we're gonna go in with our concealer brush. It feels lightweight. When I applied it, it felt very lightweight. I think a concealer that I'm sorry, I cannot talk and do my makeup at the same time. Okay, girl, not bad. The first layer of her, I want you guys to see it. I really didn't even apply much, and that really did cover up that under eye. I heard that this concealer is a little dry, on the drier side, so if you do have dry under eyes, I would suggest to really moisturize under there. I did. Okay, so it feels good. I can't really explain what it feels like. It just feels regular. It feels super lightweight, and I think that for that first coat that we did, it did cover up the under eye a lot. And usually I use a lot of under eye concealer just to cover up my darkness, because my darkness is like horrible. As you can see, it's really dark under there. It has not creased just yet. Okay, so we're gonna do one more layer on this eye. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more just because I want a little more coverage. And we're gonna go back in and we're just gonna do this. Okay. Oh my god, the consistency is really nice, like I said. So let me go in and blend it. And I crease really bad underneath of my eye. Crease extremely bad under my eye. So usually I know that there is a brush, a concealer brush, that we're gonna dry her down. There's a concealer brush that comes with Hourglass sells the concealer brush. I honestly really do want to try it because I love a concealer brush, a good concealer brush. This one is from e.l.f. It gets the job done, but I don't feel like it leaves the most subtle, most blended under eye, if that makes sense. So okay, girls, that is how we're looking, honestly. That coverage, girl, that coverage is, yeah. Let's get to the other eye. We're only gonna do the beauty blender on the other eye. I prefer to not go right in with the under eye with the beauty blender, just because I feel like the beauty blender kind of takes the coverage away, and I don't like to reapply, so like keep reapplying concealer to cover, because I don't want it to get cakey under there. So we're gonna go back in. We're gonna give her a generous amount this time. And I'm purposely not setting just yet because I want to see like how the creasing goes. I think I want one more. Okay, that's it. One more. Go right in. Okay. We're in. Okay guys, so far I'm like enjoying this concealer. Okay, blend this out. Okay guys, I messed up. I'm using the concealer brush, my bad. Okay, let's do beauty blender. This is by Real Techniques. We're gonna do beauty blender. I'm sorry, I think with the concealer brushes really does something to me. So beauty blender. I was wondering, I'm like, what the heck? It feels like I should be doing something else. And it hit me. Oh my gosh. Guys, this concealer is a dream to blend out. Okay, let's keep going. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay? Those are my first thoughts. With blending with the Beauty Blender, in comparison to the brush, I don't know why right now I'm liking how the Beauty Blender turned out better on this eye than the concealer brush did on this eye. I feel like the Beauty Blender kind of just made it look really airbrushed, and the concealer brush, it's looking a little streaky, and I don't know if that's just because of my concealer brush. Maybe the Hourglass one would be better, or another one, but this side is looking better to me. I'm gonna come up close so you guys can see what I'm talking about. You see how this just looks like more airbrushed and like smooth, and this is just like meh. Yeah, but I don't think that has to do with the concealer. I think that has to do with my concealer brush. So I am getting creasing, but I honestly feel like all concealers crease in those fine lines. Like, it's a fine line. It's gonna obviously crease up in there. So we're gonna set her. I'm gonna be setting her today with, I'm gonna be setting her with the Airspun translucent powder right under my eye. I'm not gonna bake. I'm just gonna set in with my Beauty Blender on this side as well. I normally do this anyways, but okay, now I'm gonna go right in and set her. Why? This is why I immediately set my under eye, because of these creases. I don't like when the concealer just settles in. I'd rather the powder settle in so I don't get like that harsh crease. Okay. Guys, I think I'm changing my mind. I don't know if I'm loving this. I feel like it's looking really dry under here. Like drier than usual. It's like really just, the concealer really settled into my fine lines, and it's like, okay, let's keep going. And I usually do set my under eye just the way I'm doing right now, and I don't get super dry. Let me just set the... Okay, you guys, it is looking really dry under there, but I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and let's say that it's the powder. I don't know. Usually when I do set my under eye, I don't get so dry right here. Right here. I don't get so dry as I am right now. Okay, so there it is. We set her down. Okay, she is set. As you guys can see, can you guys tell that over here with the concealer brush, it looks a little darker that I blended with the concealer brush, and over here it does look a little lighter that I blended with the Beauty Blender. I think that's what really makes the difference, is what blending tool I used. So far this side is looking a lot better with the Beauty Blender than this side. All right, girlies, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts, and then we're gonna do another check-in in hours, maybe by the end of the day. Okay, you guys, this is the final makeup look. I don't know why I was feeling a matte lip today, which is really weird because you know I love me my gloss. So, okay, this is close up of what the concealer is looking like. Again, this was with a concealer brush, blended with concealer brush, and this was blended with Beauty Blender. I think just off the blending experience, blending it with the Beauty Blender just came out so much nicer. Like, I usually don't even like that, but it just came out so much nicer than it did with the concealer brush. So I think that you can even tell. Over here it just looks so like airbrushed and nice, and over here it's just looking a little shadowy. Yeah. So my first thoughts on it, it blended beautifully. The color that I picked, I really, really liked. This is exactly, kind of exactly how I love my under eye, more warm toned. The application, you know, nice. The consistency, nice, pretty normal. People said that it had a really, really thick consistency. I didn't really find it too thick. I found it normal. Like I said, I honestly think that the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, that's a thick consistency. This one, it was a normal consistency. Okay, so I'm gonna go on about my day, and I'm just gonna wear the concealer out throughout the day. And I'm gonna be back to let you guys know what my thoughts are, my final thoughts on the concealer and how it wore through the day. Okay, girls, I will see you back in a little bit. Okay, you guys, it is a couple hours later, and I just wanted to do a little, what's it called? Like a little check-in really quick, just to show you guys how it's going. So far there's this little crease right there. There is, I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this. Do you see that? Yeah, that big crease right there. Maybe I just didn't set good enough, but this is how it's going on this side. Crease right there and right there. I feel like that could really be fixed with like the Laura Mercier translucent powder, or just the way you set your powder. But I think it's looking pretty good still. We'll be back in a few hours. Okay, you guys, I am back. It has officially been, I think, more than 8 hours. I'm back. If you hear any background noise, that is my daughter, my little baby. She's 7 months, so excuse her. Okay, so if the angle is really different, I just recently got a new like vanity desk type of thing, so I'm trying to like fit it in my room, and you know, the angle's gonna change a little because of the space now. Okay, so let's do the update on this concealer. Check-in for this concealer, the Hourglass concealer. So what I noticed throughout the day is that it did wear. It's nice. It's a nice concealer. I really enjoyed applying it. I really enjoy the way it looks, even like right now. I think that it looks okay. Now let's get into it. I did notice that it did make my fine lines that I have. What I did notice is that it does kind of like really make my fine lines that I have very noticeable, which is, you know, I feel like all concealers do that once they're like on there for a long time and once they kind of dry down. But I just feel like I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer because this is kind of looking a little crazy. I'm kind of disappointed, but because I wanted to really love it and I wanted it to be amazing, but I feel like the way you apply your makeup, it really affects the wear, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna bring you guys close. Okay, hi. So you see how, look at this. You see that? That I don't like. Look right here. Don't mind right here. Right here. And I feel like maybe with a different setting powder and a different technique, it would not crease as bad. Maybe with the Laura Mercier translucent powder, maybe applying it a different way, it wouldn't crease that bad. But I'm gonna have to give it another try because the way it blended and the color and the formula is actually beautiful. So I'm going to give it another try with a different setting powder some other day, because today this really got creased. Like girl, don't mind my mascara. I had a long day, okay? Okay. Okay, so overall, after wearing it and after applying it, I'm going to give the concealer, for my first time trying it and the way that I applied and the way that I set it today, I'm gonna have to give the concealer an 8.5 today. I would probably bring it down to an 8 just because of how much it like creased, and it really, like, you guys, even my LA Girl Pro concealers don't be creasing this bad. Not saying it's a bad concealer, I'm just saying that maybe I could have done a better job at setting it differently. But I feel like alone, the concealer just should not be like getting so bad like that. Like, look at that. Anyways, would I be using this again? Yes, I will be using it again. I will try to do it differently next time. I enjoyed how the Beauty Blender blended it instead of, like, do you see how much just better this looks than this side? And this side was with the concealer brush. Yeah, so would I recommend this concealer? I don't have an exact answer for that because I am going to try to use her again with a different setting powder. More than likely, I'm going to use her with the Laura Mercier setting powder or with the Hourglass setting powder because I have to give her another try. Today, I am blaming myself for this due to how I set it, but I usually set my under eyes the way I did today, and I don't get this bad of creasing. But all in all, Hourglass concealer is okay. I'm gonna give her another try. I hope that I fall in love with it. I really, really want to love her. Okay, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know what other videos you want to see, and I will see you guys in my next video.